Since the rooftop tent isn't happening anytime soon, because baby number 3. Butterfly. Landed on your head.
That's pretty. Don't mind me. So, I think that's about as far forward as we can move this hoop, because to get this out, so I might be able to come forward like another inch.
That's not the 6 inches we need.
Again with the size. Freaking spider. See him on the shock? Hit him with the twin lock. Got him. Alright.
I'm taking the tailgate down to put it in. We said again won't work.
Well, look, it could work. But, like, oh, I want to get to whatever item. I've got to, like, it's that simple. Hey, turn around. Look at these butterflies.
You're doing great.
But this piece runs from here to here. It doesn't run through. But our hoops are stronger for vertical load if they're solid this way, as opposed to notching it out here. So we need to raise this height, and just extending this from the bracket's not going to be nearly as strong. And you do this. Bottom it. Now it would be short enough that it's not going to interfere here, but with that height offset would be, I don't know, within margin of good enough. This length now to support extra weight. So when it tries to, like if you put something really heavy in the back, it's going to want to lift up. There's probably a better way to explain that, but it's more metal, more better.
Easy peasy. There might be a kid screaming. Hold on. He has an idea.
I cut these lengths so that it would be at the very front of the rack, the very midpoint, and the very end. And that doesn't really allow for any overhang, so that would put our mount like right at the front. That's not going to work. So if I just move the whole thing back, it moves this one now out of what was the midpoint of the rack. So if I do really want it at the midpoint, I have to shorten this bar. And then I was like, if I'm going to shorten this anyway, to allow this to overhang more, to pull this back, I might as well cut this, which is going to move the back further forward to give us more room for the rear wheel. And then if we figure out the size of this, we can do it so that we can put bins on both sides. And we can have all the conflicting colors, like weird tan bronze, a forest green, and then like a dark gray that none of them match.
It's perfect.
Yeah.
It's whatever you get the sale on. That's
It's
how we do
camouflage.
things.
Nobody will see this truck coming. It's going to blend right in. Black probably will look better, but green was cheaper. I got to get set to cut some stuff and get out of the damn heat, but I think doing that combined with this, we'll get this mounted, and shortening it will make clearance for the wheel, and then also maybe gain us the ability to put bins in. Fresh blade still makes an old saw look good. If you can't tell, this is not one piece anymore. Lost 4 inches.
The suspense is killing me.
Why don't you fill in some facts and figures about this rack and the cost and the great design you've come up with, Katelyn.
This new rack should cost...
Okay!
Baby number 3 on the way. Bumping. Well, even if you didn't have the cargo thing, you could just kind of put them up on top too. Since the rooftop tent isn't happening anytime soon. Because baby number 3.
Yeah, let's pass the newborn up the ladder. It's not really. I'm not really feeling it.
You're struggling. It's pretty nifty.
So that should mean that when these are in here. Oh boy. Oh, it's.
I mean, the ground.
The ground.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, if we. Yeah. It should.
Can always get more strut channel.
That sounds good. Our third cross member to the same length. I'll throw that in here, then put our other extension on.
Butterfly. It landed on your head. Hold on.
Am I pretty?
Got a butterfly in your hair.
Building a nest.
Oh my gosh. I know you're sweaty, but that's so funny.
I realize already I attached the strut channel on the wrong side of the truck. And it's hot. Okay, that's it. I need to get a T-nut in here. So I've got nuts here and here. I've bolted it down now. I can add one down here on this end, no problem. But this is sealed up. All right, come with me. All right, well, here's the underside. And there's my original mounting holes. And I can offset the whole thing over. But why? And if I cheat it out, I have this nice lip here to make sure that it's parallel the whole way. So I think I'm just going to drill new holes in the channel and bolt it down that way, and then I'll just move this bar over the corresponding amount to keep it even with right here. I can't imagine it's just the weight of the rack on it that's... There it goes. Oh boy, that's a lot of chins. All right. So if I push this back and it pivots, yeah, that lined up better. And this side's still lined up, more or less. Wonder if I shouldn't just bolt this side down first. Probably, because I'm chasing it all over the place. I'll be back with some drill bits. So we're gonna grab 3/8 T-nut, not T-nut, and drop it in up there in the channel. Well, better lucky than good. That washer almost didn't fit there. Ta-da. This is in the way now. It's so bright you can't see. I don't even have it pointed at the right hole. I can't even see the screen. What hole did I drill? That one. Duh. Alright, I couldn't see it. Why did I get in here? I have to tighten these from the top. Now all I should have to do is line up this one, drill a couple holes from the bottom, move that bracket up, tighten those bolts, tighten all those bolts, tighten all all the bolts, and we're good. We go try and find the whole blind. It's tight here, but the whole thing wobbles, so I guess I'll put a couple bolts in to hold this a little tighter. It's probably as solid as it ever is on a top of a minivan. Am I gonna open a whole new bag of T-nuts, or am I gonna put one in the center at the front? One will do it. You don't want it to be imbalanced. There she is. I have to figure out the mounts now for the tote bins. Losing my mind. They fit okay. I just want something to tension them in a bit. They've got these nice hooks here, but I don't know if I need like a clamp. I'm going in to cool off. I'm sure we'll come up with something here in a minute. I actually kind of went back to the drawing board, just got simple with it. Now they are bungee straps, which doesn't give me the warmest of fuzzies, but they're just adding a little bit of tension, and the weight of the box kind of holds it in. So here's one I already threw in. And the boxes have these little tie-down points, and they're just looped around the frame of the rack and off the tie-downs. And overall, they do stick out a little bit in the profile on the truck. I don't know, it's not terrible. But yeah, I think it's coming together. Should still have room for mounting the bikes. Setting the bikes in over the tailgate on this half of the truck. Still get all of your storage up top, and any overflow can be in the bins. I was a little worried getting the full-size rooftop box, but as you can see, we're not having any trouble filling it up. It is nice keeping a lot of the bed space open, but I'm going to keep packing though. Alright, so I got the tailgate mat, which is actually a treadmill carpet pad that I liberated from the in-laws house. And I throw that over the tailgate, and just to keep it in place while the bikes aren't in, a couple bungees. So, oh, that worked well. As you can see, they can slip. Perfect. It's not much for security as far as theft, but I'm pretty happy with the way it's turning out, and it's been pretty cheap, so hope this helps somebody.